are you?
Good, you?
Good.
Good. All right, we have Ryan Sable, Coach Elkovich, and Noah Batchelor, Coach Brown from the statement.
Yeah, giving credit to Akron, you know, they're the top team in the league for a reason. They played connected hard on both ends of the ball, executed at a high level. They hit first tonight, you know, extended out to a pretty big lead. I think they got a 24-point lead. You know, we put ourselves in a little bit of a hole there to start the first half. We grinded back. I think we got it close to 14 or 12, right around there. And I think we got to 12, and then that 3 at the end of the first half, I think, for them, really gave them good momentum going in, up 15, going to the second half. I thought if we could get another stop, maybe cut it to 10, 9, you know, we had momentum going into the second half. And then we came out. We didn't have the same fight we did to make that run to start the second half, and that was kind of the game. And then it was us just trying to play a little catch up as time went on. But you know, we're gonna keep growing, learn from this, and get back to work Thursday, day off tomorrow, and then get ready to go play on the road at Eastern.
George, kind of at the same time, you had that slow start, but how do you try to get that 40-minute effort out of this team? Breaks and chunks of games, but how do you string it together, especially as you're approaching February?
Yeah, you know, part of it is that we have a lot of young guys. You know, we're honest about that. You know, that's an experienced team that's got a lot of experience playing college basketball that we just played. You know, and even for Noah, like Noah is a heck of a player, great player. He's playing big time minutes for the first time in his career. It's a great thing, and he's given us everything he's got out there. You know, so guys are in new roles. You know, I think these guys like Ryan, Noah, they're in new roles. Tyson's at a different level, you know, from where he came from. And then we got a lot of young guys that are understanding the grind of a conference season and a season in general, and that, you know, we can't take multiple possessions in a row. We can't take them. We have to take them as if they're the most important possession of the game. And I just think that comes sometimes, Rachel, with growth and with repetition.
Yeah. Last question for, you know, I'll start with Ryan first. You know, what does your team learn from this game, from your first 6 MAC games? You're a third of the way through the MAC schedule now, and how do you kind of build off that going into this stretch coming up against Eastern, Central, and Ball State?
Right. You know, given, like Coach said, it's a lot of young guys. It's a lot of these guys, you know, first experience in college basketball and MAC basketball. And just like he said, learning about that grind and learning that, like, you can never let up. And so I think that just giving in to that grind and knowing that we have to come in every day, like, we can't have any days off, and we just got to stick together. Like, we can't let any loss or anything that hits his team you know, grind us down. And so I think just building togetherness and knowing that every day has to be the same and consistent is going to help this team moving forward.
But the same question for Noah as well. You know, what did your team learn from these first 6 MAC games, from this game tonight, and what do you do to build off that going into these next 2-3 games?
I think that we learned from these first 6 games that, you know, we got to be tougher on both ends of the ball. Being strong with the ball, less turnovers will also help too. But, you know, we just got to be more connected. I feel like in these first 6 games, sometimes when stuff doesn't go our way on the floor, we start to get down on ourselves and down on each other. That's when we got to be more connected. So I think for this next stretch of games, we just got to learn how to be more connected and take care of the ball more.
Yeah, and that same question, you know, again, Eastern, Central, Ball State, how do you kind of work this to your advantage? Because you've got a good opportunity here to kind of get into that top 8 and build some room for yourself.
I mean, like you said, just take advantage of it. We got to play some really good basketball. No team and no night's going to be easy, obviously. But if we attack these next games with the mindset that we know we're going to win and just attack it like a normal game, I think we have a really good chance of being in a good spot. I mean, it's a long season, so with these next couple games are definitely the most important ones.
And George, you know, as you guys are approaching February and kind of really crunch time, what kind of role are each of these guys going to play on your team? Noah comes in with experience. Ryan's one of your most experienced players on the roster here as well.
Yeah, you know, those 2 tonight, you know, did a lot of great things. You know, without these guys, just they have a calming presence out there. They're battle tested. You know, so I think these guys need to keep reminding everybody on our team of that that, you know, our job is just to come in every possession and play as hard as we can for each other. And that, you know, we're not going to let offense dictate our defensive energy, and that if we keep getting stops and we keep playing defense at the level we've started to play. I know we did not play very well tonight defensively. We had some stretches. We got to set a tone with our defense, and then our offense will come. You know, and I think we get a little tight when we don't see some shots going early, and we got to just break through that mental barrier. And these two guys really could be that calming force for us, just to settle us down, as well as Tyson in those moments, because we need that.
I'm kind of pivoting a little bit here, George. You know, your the Coaches versus Cancer, Suits versus Sneaker game is coming up on February 1st. A little down the calendar, but why is this initiative important, not just for college basketball, but for health and cancer awareness?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people. Every person that I know has been affected in some type of way from you know, in terms of cancer and their families or their loved ones. And, you know, for us to be able to use a platform to really create awareness, to remind people that we still need to keep giving. You know, we remind our guys every day, too. I think it's great for us, Rachel, that, you know, we talk a lot about how fortunate we are to be able to do what we do every day and be healthy. You know, where you have a lot of people, young kids, that never get a chance to get to this point because of things like cancer. So just in general, just to remind ourselves that we're part of something bigger than ourselves in our communities, you know, in the world, and bring awareness to a cause such as that, I think is very powerful, and it's a great lesson for all of us in our program.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.